So here in Iowa, our governor, Kim Reynolds, has been horrible for this state and who is not seeking reelection, did apply to the USDA for a waiver on the food stamp program. Now, you can apply for waivers for all sorts of things. I think there's 11 states that have waivers of some kind. Almost all of them are Republican. And usually it's to limit what can be bought with food stamps. Now, the old rule that is in effect, I believe, until the end of this year was basically if it was cold and as long as it wasn't ready to eat, you could buy it. It was food. You could buy it with food stamps, with SNAP benefits. So you couldn't go to your grocery store if they had a deli area, a kitchen area, and you couldn't get a bucket of fried chicken. But if they had a cold sub, you could buy it. That would be covered. All those ready-to-eat options that are cold are gone after this waiver takes effect in 2026. Not only is all of that gone, they're cutting out all sugars, teas, basically any fruit juice that's not 100% pure juice, so no watered down juices, which a lot of the jugs of juice you would buy are sometimes 50%, sometimes they're only 10% juice. Those are all gone. And not only that, everyone says, well, just like make your treats at home. Don't buy cookies, but bake your own. But they're cutting out a lot of the sweeteners. They're cutting out baking powder, baking soda, flour. The ingredient list for what you can buy is now gone. They're cutting out a bunch of spices. They are making it so you can't buy the things to make a lot of that stuff yourself. This isn't about making sure people make healthy choices. This is about them trying to tell you they know better than you about what you should or shouldn't eat. How would you feel if your boss, your employer, followed you into the grocery store and said, well, you're spending the money I paid you, so I get a say in what you buy for your groceries? That doesn't work. That doesn't happen. But Republicans think it should happen when it comes to food stamps. This is the same governor who also applied for a waiver to opt out of the extra funding that would have been available to feed kids over the summer, instead opting for food boxes, of which they decided what you were going to give your kids over the summer, instead of just letting you have a little extra money on your food stamp assistance for the month. But then they put it into play so that it covers all of 26 and 27. That way they're hoping that the Democratic governor, who I think will be in charge come 27, will get the blame for these changes that were made under Kim Reynolds. Republicans like to tell you how you should live. This is a test case. This is one of the most restrictive lists in the country. I think they want to try it here in Iowa to see what happens when this goes to court and if it's allowed, because this is very dangerous. This is setting a new precedent, and I think a lot of Republican states, if courts uphold this, will try to follow suit.